All right, while the judges are adding up the scores, we're going to bring our headliner up, our winner from last week. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Christopher Anthony. Oh! Christopher Anthony.
Wow.
Hi.
Really quickly, if I offend any of you, you're welcome. I could stand up here all night and talk about myself, but I'm considerate.
Thank you.
I'm super self-conscious when it comes to comedy. I have a very low self-esteem when it comes to performance. I prefer that my audience laughs so hard that they pee themselves, which is why I ordinarily only perform for pregnant women.
Oh, man.
Doesn't take much.
No, it don't.
Please try not to interrupt me with laughter. I have to wait for you guys to stop laughing and clapping. That's just my excuse. And that way, if you guys don't laugh, it's because you were attentive and polite. I appreciate it. I want to let you guys all know I am a great comic, but I'm a horrible person. And you'll find this out as I continue with my content. Thank you so much for showing up to my show. People who annoy me, please listen for your name. People who annoy me. People who complain when they see 6 cops pulling over 1 car. Shut up. That's 5 cops that aren't fucking with you. You let the hyenas feed. They found a gazelle. Move along before they hunt after you. They're distracted. Move quickly. Don't slow down. You're holding up the rest of the pack. Secondly, people with tattoos in foreign languages. Languages they themselves don't even know. And if your tattoo is private, why is it on your neck and why do you work in checkout? Thugs with tattoos that say only God can judge me, but they've been to court at least 4 times. Not only God, that's what the restraining order is about. Stand the fuck back. Friends who come to my house, they've been in my home, but they still ask me, is it cool if I use your bathroom? Like, I know you see a lot of cool shit in the living room, but no, my really valuable stuff I keep in the bathroom. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait till you get home to shit.
Yeah.
I know they're just being polite, but it's so annoying. 5. Anyone who's ever said, long story short, and then talks for 12, 13, 14 more minutes. Seriously. I feel like we have a connection on that topic. Long story short, 18 minutes, here we go. People with bad breath that love to tell secrets.
Oh my God.
Why do they have all of this covert information? No one's offering them a breath mint, gum, nothing, really? And you need to tell me. We're on 6, by the way. Anyone who's ever referred to their spouse as my better half, and they're not an amputee. It's a whole person. You, however, are shitty. Potheads, my friends, potheads, I take pictures of them and then they complain that they think my camera doesn't have red eye reduction.
Oh my God.
1, 8. Anyone who thinks there's no such thing as an ugly baby. They're hideous. For the most part. He does not look like you. He does not look like... It looks like a gelatinous mass of flesh with no real definition. Give it a year and a half to finish baking. It's not done. You just have to watch it grow this time. We're on 9. People who walk where I just strategically farted. I was trying to be considerate. Why are you looking for Celine Dion CDs right now?
Oh.
She's not even relevant. And then you want to comment as I walk away. Rude. Rude. 10. People with over $200 headphones who listen to stolen music. See, if you don't pay for your music, Billboard continues to think that country music is the best. Because only people in Central America, by the center of America, not down it, they pay for their music. And so, you know, Toby Keith is enjoying that. Alcoholics who continue to tell me I only smoke when I drink. That's all the time. So you're a smoker. You already have one addiction. Let's just get them both out. We're on 12. People who think I'm gay. There's like a ... Give me a second. Thank you. So discouraging. People who think I'm gay because I don't watch football. I don't know shit about football. So they think that I'm gay because I do not get together with men, go to places like this filled with men, looking at screens of men. Those men are grabbing other men in an attempt to get their balls. It's pretty fucking gay. I don't know much about football, but I heard a commentator say, penetrating deep into the tight end, but was looking for the wide receiver. It's pretty fucking gay. Just saying. No offense, Shep. People who assume that I either buy or sell drugs because I'm from Miami. I don't know if that's like geographicists or something like that, but based on where you come from and the fact that you're Hispanic, I'm just going to assume you party. Here's how I found out this happened. I moved to Tremay. I wanted to live near the French Quarter. I'm in my neighborhood for 4 days, just 4 days, and I'm welcomed by the neighborhood drug dealer, apparently. And he comes up, and I don't know shit about drugs. He comes up and he asks me, I think he's being polite, hey, do you party? I'm like, fuck yeah, I party. I live 3 blocks from the French Quarter, because that way I can walk over there, you know, just staggering drunk, come home. He's like, cool. You want party favors? I'm like, usually I don't decorate. I just show up. I bring food, maybe some drinks sometimes. But what do you have, like ribbons, a banner? He's like, nah, man. You know, I got that good weed. I'm like, okay. How are you gonna try and sell me drugs? There is a cop, like right there on the corner. He looks at the cop. Looks at me. Says, I already asked him. But they drug test. Ever since you got that badge, he doesn't buy. I don't know what's up with him. You want to try and front like that, like you don't know me. Ninth Ward, what? So it was a little bit awkward. And finally, on the list of people who annoy me, people who question my existence because I'm not on Facebook. People are talking to me and they're like, that's cool, but okay, yeah, so you do this often, that's, but you're not on here. So are you an apparition? A ghost? Because if you're not, I mean, right? If it didn't happen on social media, if there's in a photo, it's a fucking lie. Apparently that goes with your identity as well. And all my friends are like, hey, listen, man, if you're in comedy, you need to get on social media. Facebook is a tool, and I agree. Because last time I was on Facebook, I saw millions of tools. Dad jokes, guys. Going dad jokes. Now I have some questions. We're done with that list, by the way. Moving on to a new segment of the show. It's called Questions to Ponder. Questions. Why do we see things like slept like a baby? Oh, how'd you sleep? Oh, I slept like a baby. So you woke up in the middle of the night covered in shit crying? Is that... Because you slept in my bed, so I'm a little bit confused. Why do we call things smart that aren't? Right? Smart water. You just paid $3.20 for 20 ounces of something that fell from the sky today for like hours. A bucket at Home Depot is $1.50. Smart car. $24,000 for a golf cart with no trunk. Stupid decision. Smartphones, okay? My phone, no fucking joke, my phone beeps, lights, and vibrates to tell me when my battery is low. I'll let that linger with you guys. I'm running out of energy! Okay. There, see? There it is. There it is. Why do we assume people who wear glasses are smart? That's like assuming people on crutches are good athletes. They're not. Your eyes are fucked up. We're asking them for answers to questions. They can't even read what's on the page. Or like, just give me a second. I just basically have a personal fucking windshield right here. It's kind of ridiculous. Why do girls like guys with new cars? That's stupid. See, because he had an older car, okay, and it made noises. And he's like, do I want to quiet this shit? Fix what I know is wrong because I've been hearing it for years? Or do I want to get rid of that, get something younger and prettier that I'm more comfortable bringing to my high school reunion in 6 months? I think I'll lease this time because financing just wasn't worth it. You guys, you see where I'm going with this? It's smart stuff. You guys are a smart crowd because none of you are wearing glasses, at least not the judges. So I'm gonna flip the fucking stereotype is what I'm gonna do tonight. Why, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm short, but why do girls prefer tall guys? Like do you guys have like a bunch of unused shelving in your house? You're like, you know what? It's not necessarily him. He's a little verbally abusive. But it's just, I've got this spice rack and some jars and it's like 3 shelves I've never, and you know what? Logistically, from like a sexual standpoint, if you're 5'2" and he's 6'3", while he's banging you, he's like knitting a sweater, fluffing the pillow, he's like he's like 1.5 feet away and you're just sitting there covered in his hairy nipples, because that's about lick level, his nipples are here, his neck's up. You're basically fucking a giraffe. Stick with the short guys. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm biased. Why do we ask people, hey, what sign are you? What sign are you? You're basically like, during what month do your parents prefer to breed? I'm getting more of a feel for how they fuck, more so than you, because you're screwed, right? Here's my predicament. Let's say we're out on a date. You ask me, hey, what sign are you? I'm a Gemini, and you're like, oh my god, my thieving, abusive boyfriend was a Gemini. I'm sorry. This date has gone wonderfully. I'm gonna have to call the police now. Please. I just don't trust that month. It's not you, it's March. I have issues with. It's true, right? Astrology, right? We give, it's like the stars way over there have something to do with my relationship decisions. So psychics. We continue to believe in psychics. I live near the French Quarter, and remember the drug story? That was 4 minutes ago, okay? So I live by the French Quarter, and I see the psychics sitting at empty tables. Why are they sitting at an empty table, right? If they were psychic, they'd be out here, right? Having a few drinks, throwing them down, be like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. Can you get the tab real quick because there's someone thinking about sitting at my table in 7, no wait, he's tying his shoe, 8 minutes. Can you just get the tab? It's gonna be 41.86, 12.80 of that is mine. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that here. I gotta go. Like, why would they be sitting at an empty table? And if I was psychic, you know the first fucking thing out of my mouth when you sit down at my table is like, I knew you'd be here. Like, wow, it's astonishing. Rub my crystal ball, I'm like, you're confused and you make horrible financial decisions. And they're like, how do you know that? I'm like, because you paid me $40. Horrible financial decisions. Listen, don't ever do this again. Best word of advice I can give you. If you fell for this, you probably fall for a lot of things. And then I'm rich. Why do people watch porn when they're horny? When I'm hungry, I don't watch people eat. Like, that looks savory and delicious. I could also partake of such activity, but I think I'll just watch uncomfortably for 45 minutes. Man, I need a snack and a nap. That was weird, right? Was it weird for... Why do we call it happy hour? If you need a drink the second you got out of work, how fucking happy can you possibly be? Why don't they call it miserable on the brink of depression, contemplating suicide? That's too many letters. I think it's probably expensive to advertise. And then when you go to happy hour, everyone's like, so what do you do? What do you do? Like, obviously nothing I'm happy about. I showed up here for that. Where's the happiness? 4 beers down, when do you start selling the happy? I'm sorry, that was only available for an hour. That's what we meant. You guys still with me? You guys ready for smart jokes?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do them anyway. If the same medication that helps with social anxiety also causes diarrhea, what's the point? It's like, it's nice to finally, I work from home and it's the temptation to just stay there and it's nice to like come out here and meet. Can you just give me a second? I just have a leak from my ass. I didn't know, I didn't read that in the commercial. Please, I need this. Can you just wait? I'm gonna be back in like 12, 18, 20 minutes. Long story short. That's it. That's good, right? I know. I'm the headliner. What do you want me to do? Why aren't there misfortune cookies? Good things don't happen to everybody. Bad shit happens to all of us, right? I want to open a fortune cookie and it says, she's cheating on you. Like, thank you. Wow, Chinese wise man. It's not your baby. What? That's amazing. I paid $40 for a psychic, a little bit of fried wonton, some MSG, and look at this, and lotto numbers? You know the Chinese are going to take us over, going to be trying to figure out weird fortune cookies or assembling furniture, and they're just going to come in right when we're distracted. Watch. You ever try to assemble a dresser? It's horrible. Just get one from Goodwill. I want to know who the sick fuck is that's obsessed with cats. Okay, number 1. More than one way to skin a cat? How the fuck did you figure that out? Number 2, who let the cat out of the bag? Who the fuck else are you putting in bags? 3, cat got your tongue? How many fucking times have you seen these psychotic thrillers? 4, look what the cat dragged in. Someone had a really sick fucking grandpa about 200 years ago. And all that he left in his legacy was a bunch of weird phrases about cats. Is it just me? That's why I don't own one. I'm being serious. I like my tongue. Moving into a new segment. Now, you guys, all you guys, even in the back, I don't give a fuck. You're here, you listen. You listen! Don't make me feel like a 3rd grade substitute teacher. Don't do this to me. So I'm gonna say something, and when I point, when I gesture, when I do this, maybe I will do one of these, or I'll just point directly. You're gonna say, it's also. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna say, it's also. Let's practice.
It's also.
Thank you. I feel like a few in the back didn't give a fuck, but that's cool. I listened to all of you. I didn't show up 5 minutes before the time I was here. I'm committed.
It's also.
Okay, all right, I'm mid-joke, hasn't happened yet. Okay. Getting a bicycle is a great way to lose weight and get in better shape.
It's also.
A great way to let your friends know that you get too many DUIs and you've lost your license. Getting a Fitbit is a great way to track your steps and your activity.
It's also.
A great way to gauge how often you masturbate with your left hand while watching Game of Thrones. We know you didn't do 11,000 steps, stop fucking lying. Pinning money to your shirt is a great way to make your birthday special.
It's also.
A great way to make rent. It's been my birthday about 48 weeks since I've been here. It's pretty phenomenal. Taking a selfie with a selfie stick is a great way to get images that you can send back to your friends and family.
It's also.
A great way of letting the people around you know that you have no friends, which is why you are stuck paying $30 for a device to take pictures. Why the fuck isn't your friend there with you? Taking the family to Disney World is a great way to make memories.
It's also.
A great way to get rid of a 2-year-old you're sick of babysitting. It's just, no, it's a mechanical alligator. No, go up and pet it. Isn't it cool? It's so real, isn't it? No, go further. I know, right? Wow. And done. Weekends are open. That's good. That's good. I didn't really care for him anyway. Just now getting it. In the beginning, I said I am a great comic horrible person. I'm also from Florida. I can say jokes like that.
It's also.
No, I. If you want flowers on the weekend, it's a great idea to find a good florist.
It's also.
A good idea to find a cemetery, because there's just tons there. They won't miss them, I promise. Get the real ones, not the fake ones. Spend some real money. A slot machine is a great way to keep the older clientele amused and in a safe, air-conditioned environment.
It's also.
A great way to make sure they have no money left for their grandchildren for college or anything like that. They're like, they never cared for me anyway. How much money do I have left? Too real? Too real. Covering your body in tattoos is a great way to express your artistic talent and your personality.
It's also.
A great way of letting people know that you're perfectly content being the assistant manager at Hot Topic for the rest of your life. Because, I mean, there's only so many. It's true. And with the Hot Topic people, now that it's Halloween, I wonder, when you dress every day like it's Halloween, what do you wear when the occasion actually arises? Do you wear like colorful clothing that says my family loves and accepts me? It's like, wow, that's so weird. I saw you at the Rancid concert last weekend, and now you're wearing fluffy unicorns. It's Halloween. You ever talk to some of those people? You ever ask them, why are you so morbid? I did. Don't ever do it. Don't ask them. They're like, dude, why you're always wearing black? Super depressed. Black hair, black everything. You're a natural blonde. What's going on? He's like, I know about pain. I know about suffering. I felt the long grip of death early in my life. Like, what happened? I had a gerbil. I loved that gerbil. At the age of 9, I learned about pain. And that's why. They have a short lifespan. I wish that kid would have been in science. He would have known. He didn't need all that black ink. It's okay. And it's weird because like at Hot Topic, it's like the best store for identity crisis, because here's the irony. You guys ready for a super smart joke? We're gonna go here. You can get shirts that say society doesn't accept me in different colors and sizes. If they don't have your size at that store, don't worry. Every mall has one. That one that says society doesn't accept you and people don't understand you. And a lot of them wear skinny jeans. I love to fuck with the people that wear skinny jeans. You just push them, right? And then you run. Because what are they gonna do? But castration by cloth is actually pretty necessary. Those people shouldn't breed anyway. That's just one record player. We don't sell maybe a pumpkin spice latte. Fuck those people. That's a shout out to you, buddy. For the record, I was the first person to be annoyed by hipsters. You guys see what I did there? Do you see? Yeah. All right. Most of the people at the mall are shopping for an outfit to wear the next time they go to the mall to return the outfit they bought. It's funny because it's true. You guys have credit cards? Round of applause. Who's got credit cards? Wow. Debt free. I'm liking it. Good job.
I refuse.
You refuse to
I
applaud?
refuse.
Or to be part of the credit
It's
system?
a trap.
I feel the same. But thanks to credit cards, a lot of us are in debt. And before credit cards, we were broke. Just broke. Speaking of broke, I kind of grew up in a poor family. Not gonna lie. I know, you're like Hispanic from Miami. Of course you did. What with no paperwork? I get it. Thank you. Thanks, Ilion, for the bad reputation. So I grew up poor and like I lived in the ghetto, and you're like, how do you know you lived in the ghetto? Well, when you follow prostitutes to your home neighborhood like breadcrumbs, you might live in the ghetto. When the ice cream truck with barred windows doesn't slow down enough for you to purchase anything, you live in the ghetto. And when your mom tells you, no matter what, we can never have a fire because none of our windows can be escaped from, you might live in the ghetto. But how do you know you're poor? How do you know you're poor? When your mother fails to tell you about tooth loss because she cannot play the role of the tooth fairy. Pretty fucking traumatic. Here's what happens. So it's a story that you tell your children, hey, listen, you're gonna lose those first few set of teeth. Don't worry, you got more coming. But by the way, there's this mystical figure who somehow has the key to our house and can get past the barred windows and will put money under your pillow. That story happens, okay? Unless you're me. I'm 9 years old. I'm in the 2nd grade. Don't fucking do the math. I was not too great at school at first. My friends, they're all losing teeth, not freaking out. I'm brushing incessantly. That means frequently. Morning and night. And I lose 2 teeth. I'm freaking the fuck out. Well, not at that age. I use the F word because, you know. I go to school and my friends are like, oh yeah, no, that happens. But you're supposed to get money for it. Cheated. Cheated. Just make sure you play the role of the tooth fairy. So as you can tell from the story being poor and a single parent family, I'm Hispanic. It's okay, you guys can stereotype, that's cool. And I'm a minority, and I just want to say really quickly, the racial profiling is wrong, okay? Not all minorities who drive expensive cars sell drugs. Some of them stole the car. It's just much easier. Punch in the face, grab the keys, get in the car. Grand Theft Auto, basically. It's a quick tutorial. And I want you to understand that even as a minority, I've made sure that I am not racist. Usually when people say, hey, I'm not racist, but they're about to say some racist shit.
Yep.
So I'm not racist. I always have at least 2 black friends. Always 2. Gotta keep the quota. Okay, 1 to help me get in my house when I lock myself out. That's 2 shout-outs to you, buddy. Loving that big teddy bear. The other, to braid my hair, you know what I mean? Because they're phenomenal at it. And even amongst my friends, we joke and we talk shit back and forth, right? They can say whatever the fuck they want. I cannot say the N-word. I cannot. It's impolite. I get it. I'm not going to play that card. But you know what, truthfully, there are lots of things that my black friends can't say. Like croissant. Salmon. Trousers. Straight down the street. I'm really excited about my 401k. I'm gonna pay my light bill on time this month, I swear. You know what I mean? Like, there's lots of things they can't say. There's just one word that's off limits to me. Now, for the sake of time, it's late. I'm gonna finish up with this little public service announcement. If you guys are having unprotected sex with someone you're not married to, basically, if you're lucky enough to fuck who you are married to, congrats. Truly. You need to stay protected because there are some STDs that are extremely expensive to maintain, like children.
Christopher Anthony, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Anthony.